Greetings, everybody, and welcome to a collection overview here on the Media Files. This time around, I figured I'd go through several movies that I had no idea were actually part of a collection. As it turns out, it's part of the 20th Century Fox Collector's Edition series. Now, granted, I don't have all of them because there's way too many to count, but this is what I have in my collection. Find out what they are next here on the Media Files. Hi. Yeah, a bit of a different scenery this time around. As you see, I have massive upon piles of DVDs, obviously. And then, of course, the shelf right behind me, that's filled with DVDs, too. That's just a small sample of some of my collection. Figured you're getting sick and tired of seeing that light beam down there, in the background, blinding everybody. So, yeah, anyway, I figured we'd go through my 20th Century Fox Collector's Edition DVDs that I have. And so, yeah. Now, granted, I don't have all of them. I have a small chunk, but, what can I say? A lot of good titles. So, first up, excuse me, we have Collector's Edition number 9. Yeah. But what can I say, though? I mean, this movie's awesome. I do plan to do a review of this at some point. Number 9 is Fight Club. Yeah. This is the deluxe edition. If you ever get this on DVD, this is the one to get. That's it. That's all you need. Up next, we have Collector's Edition number 10. Yeah. We have a classic sci-fi film. What can I say? I bought this movie multiple times. Always will. Regardless of whatever format it's on. Of course, talking about the first chapter in the terrifying sci-fi saga, Alien. Yeah, now this is exclusively the director's cut. And I believe it also has, basically, if you have the Alien quadrilogy set, basically most of the bonus features on that set are on this. So, that's literally what this is. Minus the bonus disc that comes exclusively with that set. Up next, we have Collector's Edition number 11. The second movie in the Alien franchise, Aliens. Yeah, the Collector's Edition. God, I just love this artwork with the Queen on it. That's just total badass, What's so cool about it is that a lot of the artwork for all four of these are different than what is in the Alien quadrilogy set. So these are kind of collector's items, if you can find them. Up next, it sucks that I don't have the backing for this one, but hey, I'll just take it because I know it's hard. This one is always hard to find. I don't know why it is. But I'm, of course, talking about Collector's Edition number 12. Alien 3, yeah. This is pretty cool. Like I said, there's no backing on this one. But hey, like I said, beggars can't be choosers and whatnot. Unless it's on the inside here, I doubt it is. Nope, it is not. But it's like I said, the packaging alone is well worth the collector's editions. So, up next, Collector's Edition number 13. That's right, the final movie in the Alien quadrilogy set, Alien Resurrection. Yeah. And this one does have the backing, but that's fine with me because I don't know why those two were always hard to find. Well, all four of them are hard to find, really, to be honest with you. So up next, we have Collector's Edition number 14. Yeah, we're still in the sci-fi realm with this movie. However, though, this movie is just an instant classic when it came out in the late 60s, based off the book. And I don't know why. To find it specifically in widescreen is hard enough, but it's an instant classic. The 35th anniversary widescreen edition of Planet of the Apes. Yeah, the original 1968 film, loaded with features and whatnot. And what can I say? If you're looking for a collector's edition, this is the one to get as far as just DVDs go. So, because I believe it has it also has the Behind the Planet of the Apes documentary on it as well. Basically, the one that was in the original box set that came with all 5 of the original movies, that documentary is included with this set. It's just the packaging that you really want, which is awesome. So up next, we have Collector's Edition number 17. Yeah. Now, once again, we're in the realm of sci-fi. But what can I say? This is actually one of my favorite movies by this actor. And when it came out, it looked like it was going to be an all-right sci-fi movie. It looked like it was pretty good. So after seeing it, it ended up being one of my favorite sci-fi films, which I still watch to this day. And not only that, though, a director who doesn't really get a whole lot of Hollywood credit as he should, because he's so good. He has such a great eye for visual storytelling. I'm, of course, talking about Will Smith in iRobot. Yeah, directed by Alex Proyas, who has done The Crow. What else has he done? He's also done Dark City, which is another great movie, as well as the Nicolas Cage movie Knowing. And I know everybody bashes it, but he did direct a movie called Gods of Egypt, and I know everybody bashes it, but if you really take a look at it, it's a very, very good, visual movie. So up next, we have Collector's Edition number 20. Now this movie, we went from sci-fi. I mean, there's a few little, some sci-fi elements in there, but it's more of horror. That's right. But not only that, though, it's a remake of a classic 50s film. Really put, this actor on the map. And, what can I say? It's just an instant classic movie. A little weird, but hey, that's how this director is. I'm, of course, talking about David Cronenberg's The Fly. Yeah, I need to get that stupid Best Buy sticker off of there. I hate it when they put stickers on there that they take forever to get off, and they like to keep the stickiness on there. But not only that, though, it comes with a slipcover. Yeah, hey, look at that. Same artwork, but it's white. Yeah, that's a rarity, I think. And, 2 discs. You got The Fly, and then there's 2 flies. So, yeah, I haven't shown all the artwork for the others. I may do that here shortly, or after I get through all this stuff. But, yeah, this, directed by David Cronenberg, who's no stranger to, very controversial type of movies. But what can I say, though? I think finding this with the slipcover by itself, I think the slipcover is kind of rare. So, yeah. Up next, we have Collector's Edition number 21. We had The Fly, and now we have The Fly 2. Yeah. As you can probably, it's probably hard to tell due to the bad lighting down in here, but you may be able to see it. I don't know. Brighten your screens up. So, yeah, look at that. Fly. Another set of flies. With red this time instead of white. But, haven't actually watched that movie all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but, So, up next, we have Collector's Edition number 22. Yeah, now, this movie came out after she starred in a movie with Ben Affleck entitled Daredevil. Yeah, when I picked it up, I thought it was just, simply just an extended version, but I had no idea that it was part of this Collector's Edition series until I looked at the spine. I'm, of course, talking about Elektra, the director's cut. Yeah. I know the movie's not that great and all, but, hey, I'm just glad to actually just have it, because I know sometimes this is kind of hard to find on its own. Give or take. But, so up next, we went from superheroes to basically now probably one of the greatest movies of all time. An instant cop thriller with one of the greatest actors ever. And I know the majority of this stuff that is on here, I believe it's on the original collector's edition from way back in the day when DVDs were first out. But I think the picture quality is a little bit better with this edition. I'm, of course, talking about, probably Gene Hackman's greatest role ever in The French Connection. Yeah, the collector's edition. Now, granted, like I said, this, actually, I think the original set that this came out with, I think it also had a bonus disc, but it also came with, The French Connection 2. So, yeah, I mean, that movie is so good. I mean, not only that, though, it had, like, probably my second favorite car chase scene, like, in the early 70s. Obviously, Bullitt came out first in 68, but the French Connection one, that one is so realistic that there's stuff in there that wasn't actually planned during that car chase, which is pretty nuts. So, up next, we have Collector's Edition number 27. Now, when this movie came out, this was like right around the time when the final Star Wars movie came out at the time. And not only that, though, it made, these two superstars, Hollywood stars were, huge, but this made them extremely huge. And not only that, it's one of the best, spy thrillers of all time, and it's also a great comedic story. I'm, of course, talking about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the unrated edition. Yeah. Now, this particular movie, this edition, this is actually the extended cut. And I believe it actually does not have the theatrical cut is not actually with this edition. This is actually the extended version. It's a little bit longer, but, what can I say, though? I mean, it's, this movie is just totally awesome. It really is. I mean, directed by, Doug Liman, who pretty much made this movie, literally got it because of directing The Bourne Identity, and he kept it with that, that handheld style that he's kind of known for. So, up next, we went from a really good, spy thriller to basically a classic film. Collecting, all these is fun and stuff, but here we have Collector's Edition number 28. Starring, the always great, Paul Newman, as well as the excellent Robert Redford, and the ultimate Collector's Edition version that you want to get for this movie. I'm talking about the classic Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Yeah, this movie is awesome. I mean, especially when they do the train, when they try to rob the train and stuff, and then when it blows up, and you can tell that was all done for real. And not only that, though, there was no CGI back then. What you got is what you got, and it's all in camera. So, yeah, this movie's awesome, loaded with features, loaded, and not only that, though, commentaries, what have you. But, what can I say? It's just an absolute classic. If you're looking for a really good film, check that out. And moving on, we have Collector's Edition number 30. Another Paul Newman classic. But not only that, though, it co-stars famous comedian actor Jackie Gleason from The Honeymooners in The Hustler. Yeah, this is a really, really great movie. It's one of his earlier movies, but not only that, though, it's so good. And, what can I say? If it wasn't for this movie, he probably would not have, went on to be in the movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise many years later. Such a great classic movie. So, and finally, well, I had no idea, but what could I say? The third Paul Newman classic movie in this. Yeah. Let's just say that if you're looking for a collector's edition for this movie, this is the one to get. I'm, of course, talking about Paul Newman in The Verdict. Yeah. 3 brand new documentaries made specifically for this DVD. And not only that, though, it's a great movie. I mean, what have you? But I know I do have one more, but I can't find it. I don't know exactly where it is. It probably got buried with all the DVDs and stuff that's downstairs and all the totes. But I do have another one, Tony Scott's Man on Fire. If I find that somewhere, I'll throw in another closer look video or what have you. So, yeah, as you can obviously tell behind me, loads of piles of stuff to look through. Yeah, including, you might see a bunch of little 5s up there. Yeah, little Babylon 5, what have you. Maybe we'll take a look at them. Maybe we won't. Just depends. If any of you pause, you want to see something, let me know in the comments. I might review it. So yeah, what can I say? Loads of great stuff. This channel's just getting started. I mean, granted, I've done reviews on specific movies here and there. I've done some reviews, but, there's loads of stuff to talk about. We're just getting started here. So with that, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.